Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Paula Vetter. I am a holistic nurse practitioner, a certified herbalist, an energy medicine specialist, and chairman of the Medical Advisory Board at HempSmart. And I'm so excited to be with you this evening. I'm going to be talking to you about the HempSmart opportunity. This is going to be a little different than many opportunity presentations in that I'm not going to give you a lot of glitzy graphics and hype tonight. I'm going to speak to you from the heart about a company that means the world to me. I want you to understand why. I have been in this field for a long time. I've been a holistic nurse practitioner for almost 40 years, using lots of natural products, and people bring me lots of things to look at. Most of them are more hype than substance. I joined HempSmart at its inception about 2.5 years ago. I was asked to come and meet with the founders of the company to talk about formulating products, and I went with a degree of healthy skepticism. I tell people you have to be skeptical. It's different than being cynical. I was open-minded, but I knew that there was a lot in the marketplace that I was not willing to put my reputation behind. So I went and met with the founders of HempSmart and their people who were starting to put together some ideas about formulating products. I gave them some input and said, but the problem is some of the things I'm suggesting are very expensive. Their immediate response, without a moment's hesitation, was, we want to do the best. We're committed to producing quality. We're going to have integrity and transparency. And if we do it right, people will get the results that they're looking for and the product will sell itself. And I'm here to tell you that's exactly what happened. So I want to tell you a little bit about the company and about the opportunity. And I always tell people when they're looking for an opportunity, there are four basic things that you want to look at. It has to be the right timing, it has to be the right product, it has to be the right company, and it has to be the right rewards. So those are the four things we're going to look at quickly. I'm not going to take a lot of your time tonight. We're not going to go into a great deal of detail, but I just want you to get the concept that what HempSmart is unique in the marketplace. The quality and the integrity of the products is unsurpassed. CBD is huge. And when we talk about timing, everybody's aware of CBD. The hemp industry is growing by leaps and bounds. With the beginning of the passage of the Farm Bill in December of 2018, that legalized the growing of hemp across the United States. Until that time, it was a very nebulous and illegal in many areas to grow hemp. Hemp is an amazing product. It provides the ability to feed and house and clothe and transport and medicate the planet. The hemp plant is amazing, but it threatens some other industrial giants, and that's the reason it's been in question. But with the hemp bill or the farm bill that passed in 2018, that has cleared barriers. Right now, on a global scale, the hemp market is about 4.6 billion in US dollars, 4.6 billion. That's a lot of money. But by 2025, the key visionaries in the economic arena say that in the next 5 years, that hemp market's going to grow from 4.6 billion to 26.6 billion dollars. A lot of money to be made. The problem is when you have a lot of money to be made, you get a lot of unscrupulous entrepreneurs in the marketplace that are out to make a quick buck at anyone's expense. So the timing is right, but the product has to be right. And that's what I'm here to tell you. Because of my scientific background and my dedication to quality and integrity, I can assure you that the products that HempSmart offers are absolutely unparalleled in the marketplace. When we look at CBD comes from both hemp and marijuana. Hemp and marijuana are very different. They're both part of the cannabis family, but marijuana has 15 to 22% of a molecule called THC. That's the part that can make you high or give you a buzz. Hemp, by law, has to have less than 0.3% THC. So it's very difficult to consume enough of any kind of hemp to get high. At Hemp Smart, we go one step further and we remove all THC from our products. So we're unique in that respect. Most companies who remove THC completely also remove all of the other compounds that make the hemp plant therapeutic. When you look at hemp, there are 400 different compounds in that plant that make it helpful for your health. And you either get the full spectrum CBD with all of the cannabinoids and terpenes and flavonoids and other compounds that are therapeutic, along with the THC, or companies that take out the THC give you just the CBD molecule and throw out the other 399. The thing that we do uniquely is offer you the full spectrum of that plant with selective removal of the THC molecule, so you cannot get high, it will not cloud your mental acuity, and you cannot fail a drug test. So we offer the best of both worlds. No psychoactive effect, no risk of failing a drug test, but all of the other therapeutic compounds that are in hemp for what's called the entourage effect, the synergistic effect of all of those compounds that Mother Nature put there for a reason. I made a statement many years ago in my career when I began to recommend different natural products, and I've always said, I am not product loyal, I'm results loyal. And quite frankly, if a better product came along next week that surpassed what HempSmart had to offer, that's the product I would have to recommend. I value my professional reputation and my integrity to that degree that I won't recommend something second class. I can assure you, because I had a hand in formulating these products and I know exactly what's in them and what's not in them, and that's just as important, that there is nothing else in the marketplace that can surpass what HempSmart has to offer. There's a handful of companies that have very good CBD oil, a handful of companies to share in that $46 billion market in the next 5 years. There's enough to go around. There are no other companies that offer the quality premium CBD along with the carefully selected botanicals that go in our support products. Along with our oils, we have targeted support products that I'm going to tell you a little bit about here in a minute. But it's important that you know the things that separate us from the competition. Number one, our CBD, our hemp, is organically grown with organic practices, no herbicides, no pesticides. It is full spectrum with selective removal of the THC molecule. We also have extensive third-party testing. That is, every batch of every product is tested by an independent certified laboratory for purity and potency. That is, we tell you not only how much CBD is in the product, but how much of the other cannabinoids, CBG, CBN, CBC, the flavonoids, the terpenes. And we also test for things like heavy metals, lead, arsenic, mercury, cadmium. We test for microbial contamination. We test for molds. We test for bacteria. We test for fungus. We test for any solvents that may be present in the soil that might have been transferred to that hemp plant. You see, hemp is very good at cleaning the soil. It's good for the planet. But if your hemp was grown in an area where the soil had contamination, that ends up in the hemp plant. It's like the Wild West out there. Anybody can make a hemp compound. You can go to the gas station and find CBD drops for sale on the counter with no testing, no guarantee of purity. And I find many people who say, oh, I tried CBD and it didn't help, or I took CBD for a while and I think I felt worse. If you're getting a product that is loaded with herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, microbial contamination, you're right, you will feel worse. So be wary, be savvy when you're a consumer, and make sure that you're getting the right product. So the timing is right. Everybody is on the CBD bandwagon. Everybody's heard about CBD. People are looking for a good product that's going to make them feel better. So we have the right timing, we have the right product. Thirdly, we have the right company. As I said, HempSmart is dedicated to producing the best of the best, the cream of the crop. We not only have the premium, organically grown, full spectrum THC-free CBD, but we support that with other organic botanicals in clinically researched amounts in our support products. What do I mean by clinically researched amounts? A lot of companies who are into marketing as inexpensively as possible and producing a product for the highest profit margin will put a whiff of a botanical into a product because it looks good on the label. People say, oh, I've heard of frankincense. That must be really good. Or this has turmeric in it. It must be really good. What we pledge to you is that the botanicals we use are the highest quality, and they're also present in amounts that will make a clinical difference. If a clinical study shows that 20 milligrams of an herb or botanical is helpful, we put in 20 milligrams. Other companies will put in 1 milligram, 2 milligrams. It's enough to put it on the label. It's enough to make it look good. Is it enough to have an effect on your health? Absolutely not. In my book, that's not integrity. So right timing, hemp market is exploding, going from 4.6 billion to 26 billion in the next 5 years. The right product, the CBD that is premium, organically grown, full spectrum, all lab tested. There's a group of CBD companies that have gotten together that offer a seal of quality. That's when they decide what makes a product good. They vote on whether something is acceptable or not. We don't participate in that. We go with the third-party certified scientific lab that uses specialized chromatography to analyze our product and give us an unbiased opinion. And those certificates of analysis are available to you online so that you can see exactly what is in the product that you're buying. So right timing, right product, right company. How about right rewards? If you're thinking about doing this as a business, you need to be sure that it's worth your time and effort. And I'm here to tell you that the rewards are double. You are rewarded in terms of getting to be a product of the product, using the product, seeing the difference that it makes. My mission statement that I formulated 25 years ago, at least 25 years ago, was to educate, inspire, and empower people to take charge of their health and transform their lives. Hemp Smart is the vehicle that I'm doing that with. People are products of the product. I take several of the products every day. I use the Hemp Smart drops every day. I use the Hemp Smart brain product every day. I use the Hemp Smart face cream every day, even though I'm a minimalist and I don't do a lot in the way of skincare and cosmetics. I will never be without that. We'll talk a little bit about the products here in just a minute, because that's part of the rewards, is being a product of the product. The endocannabinoid system that all of us have, and I know that's a long, complicated word, but the endocannabinoid system does three very basic things. Number one, it balances all of our hormones. The sex hormones, the adrenal hormones that control our metabolism, and the adrenal hormones that control our stress response, and the thyroid hormones that control our metabolism. All of those are fine-tuned and regulated by the endocannabinoid system that is supported by our quality CBD. The second thing the endocannabinoid system does is it balances all of our brain chemistry. So if you know anyone who's dealing with, mood issues or concentration or focus or learning or memory or recall or restorative sleep, that's all brain chemistry. CBD supports the endocannabinoid system to regulate brain chemistry to optimize those functions. And the third thing that the endocannabinoid system does is it regulates our body's response to outside stressors. It controls our immune response, and it controls inflammation in every cell in the body. Why is that important? Because inflammation is at the root cause of every chronic illness identified. We do not treat illness. By law, we are not allowed to say that we treat diabetes or arthritis or Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or MS or hypertension or cardiovascular disease. But if we are relieving inflammation and we are balancing brain chemistry and hormones, We are supporting the wisdom of every cell in the body to heal, repair, and regenerate the way it was designed. That's much more powerful than putting a Band-Aid on a disease. So extremely important for you to know that. So the timing is right, the product is right, the company is right, the compensation, the rewards are right. We are a social networking company. When you find something wonderful, it's a great new restaurant, a terrific new movie you just saw, you go and tell people about it. That's what happens with HempSmart is you share the product, share your experience with other people in your life. It's the best way in the world to educate people. People are looking for CBD, people are buying CBD in droves, but they don't know what to look for. Or educating them about a quality CBD. If you go to the HempSmart site under blogs, you will find the blogs that I've written to educate. You can email those to your contacts, to your friends, your neighbors, your associates, people that you're talking to. You don't have to do the education. You don't have to understand the science. All you have to do is swallow the products to be a product of the product and then tell people about them. And you can come aboard at several different levels. Some people just want to be what we call a referral partner. People who tell their family members, their friends, their neighbors, people important in their lives that they care about their personal experience. Wow, I tried this and now I'm sleeping better. Or those aches and pains that I used to have really have gone away. I'm not sure when it happened, but I've been taking this for several weeks and they're gone. It's very, very simple. You can send them those blog articles. I've also done product trainings on the HempSmart site that you can go to watch. You can also send those to people. So maybe you've got somebody who wants a pain product, for instance. The pain product is amazing. We have the cream and we have the capsules. The cream is almost instantaneous. You rub it in locally, whether it's joint pain, muscle pain, ligament pain, starts to work within just about 10 minutes and usually lasts 4 to 5 hours. If it's head to toe pain, you can't take a bath in the cream, so you take the capsules. It has our premium CBD along with the botanicals that make a huge difference. The brain product is one of my personal favorites. My mother passed away from Alzheimer's. I've been looking for something for, decades that is helpful to keep my brain sharp and on track. The HempSmart Brain got a patent in February, and that patent, the US patent, stipulates that we support brain function, we protect brain cells from damage by free radicals, and most importantly, we stimulate the development of new brain cells, a process called neurogenesis. There is no other product on the planet that can offer that. The combination of our premium CBD along with bacopa and a couple of other herbs actually stimulates the production of new brain cells, laying down new infrastructure in the brain. There's no other product like it in the marketplace. So people love our pain cream. People love our brain support. The CBD drops are basic support of the immune system and our hormones and our brain chemistry. Makes a huge, huge difference for people's health. So the rewards are to reward yourself in terms of taking charge of your health and perhaps being in better health than you ever thought possible. And secondly, rewarding yourself financially. The referral partner, the person who just wants to refer a few friends and family, can make back enough money to pay for their own products every month. Even if you don't want to do it as a business, to get your own products paid for and maybe a little fun money on the side is wonderful. And you're helping people in the process. You're helping them find a legitimate product, and you don't have to do the education. I've done it for you. You simply refer them back to the blog or the videos or send those to them in an email. Very, very simple to do. The person who wants to do this on a part-time basis, to maybe get out and share this a little more widely with their communities. I do programs at health food stores and whole food markets and farmers markets, fairs, and things like that. I'll set up a booth and I educate people. There's usually a couple of other CBD companies there. They always come back to me and say, "You're the first person who really explained this. You know, you told me what it was about." So many other companies are about hype. They can't answer questions. They're not based on science. They don't have a reason for what's there and what's not there. All of our products are science based, and I can vouch for that for you. And then we have, you know, the part-time person can easily make an extra two, three, four, $500 a month. And for some people, that makes a huge difference. How much illness is caused by financial stress? So just, you know, filling that gap for people can make a huge difference. And then we have a few people who are doing this full time, you know, who are replacing their normal income and in many cases surpassing that. So you can earn several $1,000s a month. You can earn 5 figures a month. It depends on the level you want to be involved to do that. There's no right or no wrong. You can get involved at whatever level makes sense for you. But I encourage you to don't buy into hype. There's so much of that out there and so many companies that are doing that and making statements that are blatantly false, sometimes because they just don't know better, and sometimes because they just want to make a quick buck. So don't buy into hype, invest in proven results. Always choose health. Choose health physically, emotionally, mentally, and financially. And by being hemp smart, you're able to do that. So I encourage you to get back to the person who invited you here this evening. You can buy in as an associate with a $99 or $129 pack of our drops that you're going to use for yourself. Maybe you'll use for your pets. We do have pet drops too. All mammals have endocannabinoid systems. So those are products that you'll use on a monthly basis. You put them on auto ship, and that allows you to make sure that you're not going to run out. You're going to qualify, you know, to get your bonuses every month. You can come on at the $99 or $129 level for the drops. It's either the 250 milligram drops or the 500. I encourage the 500 because for $30 more, you're getting twice as much of the potency of the drops. There's also a business builder pack for those of you who want an assortment of products. I take that when I go to do fairs and demonstrations. It's nice to have an assortment of things that you can show people, and sometimes with the drops, I even give them a chance to sample. I do little tasting spoons. Or if you want to custom design a box, there's also a pet drop box. You can come in for $49 as an associate and then go back in and order anything you want at a 15% discount. As an associate, you start off getting a 15% discount on anything. That means that customers who buy from you, you'll have your own web store that's part of your membership. Anybody who buys from you, you'll automatically get a 15% check from the company. As you move up in levels, as you're doing more business and have more people buying and your volume is greater, eventually you'll make 30%. You don't have to mail anything. You don't have to deliver anything. You don't have to keep track of orders. The company does all that for you and just sends you a check each week. So it's an easy business to do, and it's a business truly of helping people. So I encourage you again, get back to the person who invited you here tonight and find out the best way for you to get started with Hemp Smart. And I welcome you to the company, and I welcome you to the Hemp Smart family. Thanks so much for joining me.